Yeah. So that is pretty much it for what we're gonna talk about for the news today. We're gonna go to the community question, and before we get to community question, I wanted to ask: Is does anybody have a guess the game for today? Because if not, I do, or I also have
I
another
could
idea.
figure one out.
Well, I've got one
If
already
you,
in mind. I mean, I wouldn't be doing my job right if I didn't have something in mind.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so I do have something. So I'll do that for now. But our community question last week, given by Randy, was what game would you like made into a sequel? Whether it be a franchise, whether it be a new game, an old game, whatever it may be, something that you really wished had a sequel to. Randy, since this is your question, you want to go first?
sure, fuck it, why not? Bully.
God,
Really?
I've been waiting for a sequel for
Really?
that.
Yeah, like even if it doesn't follow fucking what's his face,
Yeah.
it would still the concept was interesting because yeah, sure, it was like a more kid-friendly GTA of
Okay.
sorts.
Mm-hmm.
The whole like the necessity to go to class and like having all the grades and shit, like it was interesting the way that they built it.
So
I was
So
gonna guess.
do you
I was gonna be.
think?
I was.
Go ahead.
I was gonna guess that your guess was gonna be Brutal Legend.
oh, that's another good one
Mm,
actually.
I
Well,
that
also
was
that could but couldn't be a thing because they did kind of like settle their story at the end. Like, what would be the threat? Ozzy?
well they focus
Hey,
on
you can
like
make
old
you
No,
can make up
school.
a
Dio.
whole new title if you
They
want.
focus on old school. Yeah, exactly. They focus on old school heavy metal.
That
They can
haven't.
easily come with like new age stuff. They could do emo. They could do
They
screamo.
did emo.
They could do new age. They could do new rock. They could do any
New
other
metal.
music. Yeah, new metal. That's what I meant. So they could do any other music themes and focus even on, whether it be on a same character or a different character. They could still focus on the music genre with a new story. So that would be a cool
Very true.
sequel. But
But when
but I
with
was
the
gonna
new metal
ask,
mention,
yeah.
I just imagine like Fred Durst as the final boss.
That would have been awesome. Come on,
Right there.
Fred Durst
Oh
and Kid
man.
Rock.
Oh shit.
Oh man. And corn. God. Yeah.
Yeah, corn. Yeah,
Yeah. So my question
this
to
can
you
easily
about
be
Bully,
done.
my question to you about Bully
Especially when we're
is
so old that a lot of the rock things that we consider, this is what rock we listen to, is not considered old school. You
it is
know,
considered old school
Linkin
now.
Park, all this
Lincoln
crazy
Park is
shit.
old
Like,
school. Okay,
well, you
there
can't
was
really
a
probably
few
sad,
videos.
but
There was a few videos that I have run into before on like YouTube and TikTok calling Lincoln Park dad metal.
Dad
That
metal is a
hurt.
genre now. What the fuck is that?
That
that hurt
hurt.
me.
That hurt. It's dad metal now. So so yeah. But anyways, I wanted to ask Randy to your answer to Bully. Do you think that in this generation right now, with how sensitive a lot of people can be with social media everywhere, that Bully would be too much of a like serious topic
Oh
to touch
man,
on?
I actually forgot about the age that we're in right now.
Yeah.
Shit. Because I mean, like, okay, so Borderlands 3, I will always complain about it because it was too conforming to what like people's mentalities are now, like with like super sensitivity. It's annoying. Yeah, no, I think Bully 2 would definitely not be really like accept. Bully in of itself wasn't really accepted like to begin with because it
Exactly.
It
was
wasn't no.
yeah. But now it would definitely have to they would either have to be more quote unquote woke or they would have to like just deal with a lot of the shit that they're gonna get for it if it comes out, of course, like, if they decide to do that. But
I think Rockstar never really gave a shit of what people think anyway, so they still made the games that they did. I mean, look at Manhunt and the bad press that they received for a long time because of that type of game.
well, yeah, no, Matt. But then they came out with two, and two fucking sucked, honestly.
Yeah, but that was
Yeah,
also
two
because
was
they
was
were
ass.
trying to do the motion controls with with the Wii, and it was just
Yeah.
a bad game.
Aside from it was just really bad. Like they tried to do too much with what they were given. Because the first one, even though like they got a lot of shit for it, like it was still a really good fucking game.
Mhm.
Also,
Yeah.
funnily enough, do you know that that takes place in the same timeline as GTA 3?
Bully?
Oh no, Manhunt.
Oh, Manhunt. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's supposed to be a city right outside of Liberty City, but yeah, no. I no that game would get so much shit now
Mhm.
I would
because I'm
still
pretty
play
sure
it.
that even if they came to like a LGBTQ like character or level of sorts,
Mhm.
even if there's anything that like you, best example, you know how like they have like the nerds and the jocks and like the greasers and all these different types of cliques
Mhm.
in Bully One.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
If they were to do anything with like fashion kids and they made them flamboyant or whatever the case, then it would be like, oh, you guys are gay bashing, even though that's not the case. Even if like your character like sides with them and does like a lot of rescue missions for them or whatever because of said bullying going on. Because the protagonist, he's not evil.
He's not the bully.
No, he's not the bully.
Yeah.
It's the fucking dickhead that you meet like along the way.
Mm-hmm.
But you could choose to be a dick based on like some of the side quests that you do, and there's like the whole allegiance thing.
Right.
It's a lot of coals to walk on. So it'd be a very controversial sequel, if any.
Mhm.
But I
Yeah.
would still want it though, honestly. Like, don't
I'd
don't be
play it.
sensitive.
I'd
Yeah,
I'd still
of,
play it.
of
Yeah.
course.
Absolutely.
And they do have Bully on Steam if you want to play that.
Kevin, what's your selection?
I'm very basic. If somebody says a fighting game, I'm gonna stab you. I'm actually looking forward to. Please stop licking me. I'm actually looking forward to if they ever announce Neo 3. Neo
Neo
2 for
3?
me was very Neo 3. It's a favorite. Actually, I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change it. Sonic Adventure 3 Battle.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
I
I
will.
prefer your previous selection.
Me
Oh,
too.
so
Sonic?
Sonic.
Okay, why Sonic?
Well,
I need to know why Sonic.
okay. So Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, for me was my first Sonic game that I've ever played. Other than like
I'm
the
sorry.
classic, but the shush, get out of here, Flashlight Mario. But one of those games that gave me a lot. They gave me like they had like childs like that you could take care of like babies and you could turn them good or evil. They had an aspect of just speeding through the board, mech, and then they had a treasure like the emeralds that you can find with
Mm-hmm.
Knuckles and Rouge, and it had like a lot of versatility in the game. And I felt like the game it's so like memed now because some of the phrases or like some of the dialogue is like so over each other or like the music is like over each other like over the dialogue so you can't hear what the characters are saying but you can hear the music more than anything like that type of game and how like just how fast you can literally go on the board it's like I need a sequel. I know that they announced something with Sonic related for 2022 but
oh, the new
you
video that
know
came out lately.
yeah
Yeah.
not with the jewelry. I don't
No,
even care
no,
about
no,
that.
not that stupid. The CG
No,
one.
no, the CG. So it's like them working on Sonic games. It's something that I'm excited for because Neo 3 is like I can wish for it, but who knows if it's really gonna happen. But now that I know that there's like they could be a Sonic Adventure 3 battle, I'm gonna need to go with that one. You know what I mean?
Okay, to each
I
their
don't want
own.
Sonic 06 too. Yeah.
Sonic 06 too.
Yeah.
Sonic 12.
Well, I mean,
That
they
would be
are they are
horrible.
coming out with some other Sonic games, and then of course the animated series. So I guess that's something for you.
Sonic Prime.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I truly don't like Sonic that much. I only enjoy the games. I don't even like the shows and anything, unless it was like Sonic X. But that's when I was younger.
Oh no,
Well, I feel like
I
if
love the
any games
'90s
are to be
cartoon.
enjoyed, it's like the old
Oh,
games.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. So
Sonic 3 would
Danny,
be a cool one.
what about you? What's your selection?
I had two. That
Okay.
really do, but the first one was, very typical of me, but Legend Dragoon.
Ooh,
Always
yes.
another
Ooh.
Legend Dragoon game. Whether it be a sequel or a remake, it'd be fine on either one.
Yeah.
I feel like they could do more with the characters and whatnot. So, or give it the Final Fantasy treatment and have a whole new
Mechanics and stuff.
cast, not mechanic, but cast of people or world. I mean, like keep the premise of Dragoon armor and everything together. Because that's what everybody loved. I don't know how people remember what the story's about, but they remember the armor. They remember
Yeah.
playing at the game. All that. Again, about.
Uh,
Um,
What's your second one?
Half-Life 2.
As for 3.
I'm at 3. Sorry, Half-Life
For
3.
a sequel to Half-Life 2, which is Half-Life 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, a sequel to Half-Life 2 because it's one of the world's most open-ended game where people loved it, and obviously that the developers had all types of issues.
The
But
biggest blue balls of the gaming industry.
yeah, so like guarantee the
happened.
biggest blue balls. And this probably won't ever happen, but it's like one of those things that I wish.
Oh, it will.
They finally do
After
it.
Half-Life Alex, it will happen. Finally. Yeah, at some point.
So
Yeah.
those are mine.
And
I
you,
like
Frankie
Half-Life.
Guardian?
Well, first I wanted to mention Leticia Fellis. She had said Mr. Mosquito for the PS2 days would be dope.
If that isn't obscure as fuck.
It is obscure. That's why I laughed when I read this. It's so funny that she said that because that's a very niche game that not many would probably play. But it's basically just a mosquito man. You're flying around, sticking
sucking blood.
giant humans sucking blood. That's all. It's a mosquito simulator, pretty much, in a sense. So that's kind of funny. So yeah, sequel to that would be funny, especially with like better graphics and stuff. For my
With 6-axis controls.
oh no,
Just to fuck with
they
you.
they don't need to bring that back. No more
Wait.
not like Lair. Lair did that,
Oh,
and
God.
then they already fucked it up. So no more 6-axis for me.
What if they have the mosquito look like a guy, and he just has like the whole design of being like with wings
Oh,
and everything?
get Jeff Goldblum to be the mosquito.
That'd be awesome.
Where
For
did you
old
come up
people
with
out
that?
there, for you
What?
old people out
Jeff
there don't
Goldblum?
know, Jeff Goldblum was the Fly. So
Yeah, he was a fly. That's
I
that's
know,
fine.
but like,
that's for all these old people who don't.
Dude,
I mean, all these
dude.
young,
So
young
funny.
people who don't realize that. Old people.
Do you
Oh,
forget
yeah.
who you're
Yeah.
talking to?
yeah, I know. Yeah, watch if you
I'm
guys
older than you at heart.
if you guys are easily grossed out, don't watch the remake of The Fly with Jeff Goldblum. That's probably one of those grossest. Who was the director?
I don't know. If you
Damn,
wanna get really
Cronenberg.
pissed off, watch the sequel
Cronenberg.
to that.
Cronenberg.
Yeah,
Cronenberg did it. Yeah, this gross movie, but it was an amazing movie.
And then watch the sequel and get really pissed after that. Like, what the fuck? Is
Yeah, what did you do to this franchise? Yeah.
But the son of the, it was like the son of him.
Son of the
or
Fly.
something Like that. It
Yeah.
was fucking horrible.
Son
Yeah.
of the mask.
Hey, there you go. Perfect
oh,
example. No more Sons. No more Sun sequels. That doesn't work.
Let's get Son of the Grinch for 2022.
The problem, okay, I know we're getting into a different tangent, but the Son of Mask or whatever that bullshit was,
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
based on a comic book that people loved because it was super dark.
Ah.
Oh, no, the
comic book
mask is really dark.
Really
The
dark.
mask itself was dark. They did a Son of the Mask too.
Yeah, they had a
Yeah.
Son of Mask, and then they did a whole like breakdown. It's extremely dark and fucked up, but
Mm,
a lot of people die, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
interesting.
yeah.
My kind of story.
So, so my pick of the game is I don't think it's as obscure, but not a lot of people went crazy over this game. But I loved it, especially the story and the ending to it. And I wish they made a sequel to it. It's only one game, one shot game. Enslaved Odyssey to the West. Have you guys
Oh,
ever
with
played
Monkey.
that?
Yeah.
With Monkey.
Yeah, that one was really good. The combat was pretty solid.
Yeah.
The only thing that like I didn't like was the slow-mo at the killing blow of the last fucking mob.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the only thing I have against it.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Yeah, I know that I would like that.
Yeah. For those who never for the-
Horizon reminds me of that.
Yes, I was gonna compare it to that. If they did a new Enslaved, it would look very much like Horizon. It has the very kind of same art style, aesthetics type of thing. It was a post-apocalyptic world, like where it was post-World War, God knows whatever, 3, 4, 5. The civilization is pretty much gone, and there are just like these little tribes living everywhere, and they're overrun by robots. They're being attacked by robots all the time. So they're fighting robots throughout the game. It is a steampunkish take on Journey to the West, which is an old, I believe, Chinese story.
Yeah.
With
Wukong.
the Monkey King, yeah. So you play as a character named Monkey. He finds a girl named Trip, and Trip puts on like
Tucker.
this crown on him to kind of control him, so that way she has a bodyguard throughout the journey to try to make it back home, and then she finds out that the robots killed her family and her tribe and everything. So now they go on this other journey to figure out why it happened in the first place, why they're enslaving people, and the ending was not what you expected. It's not like something like mind blowing, I would say, but it was still definitely something unique from a gaming story perspective. And plus, on top of that, the voice acting was amazing because Andy Serkis played Monkey, so that was like AAA acting there. He also did like the villain in Heavenly Sword, which was by the same people, Ninja Theory. Yes, Ninja Theory. So Enslaved, yeah, that was one of my favorite things. The action was good, the graphics were good for its time, the acting was good, story was good. They kind of left it open ended because it kind of ended abruptly. So you could take it as closure, but you could also take it as the story could still continue, and then there's just nothing happened. So it's kind of nice to. It'd be kind of nice to see a sequel.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I had a second game in mind because I didn't want to redeem it, but I thought about it since we were talking about monkeys. Can we get another Ape Escape?
That's cute.
I need another Ape Escape or something.
Joysticks only. Remember that?
Yeah, that was the game that like wanted to showcase the analog joysticks like so badly when they first came out. So if they were to release that game, I wonder if they would release new technology or like make it a VR game or something like that. That'd be cool.
I'm not gonna lie, the joystick was kind of ass, but
yeah,
but it was I enjoyed the game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Also,
cool.
for those of you that didn't know, if you didn't play Heavenly Sword, but you watched Lord of the Rings, Andy Serkis is Gollum.
Yes, and
Yeah.
he's also Kong, I believe, in Skull Island. I don't think he's in Kong Godzilla. I'm not sure, but I know he played Kong in Skull Island. So he does a lot of motion capture, and he was also the Claw from like Black Panther. He got his hand chopped off in Age of Ultron.
Oh,
like, that's Andy Serkis.
Okay.
Yeah, so he does a couple of like actual personal in-person stuff as acting as well, but he's mostly known for voice acting and motion capture.
Nice.
I second Ape Escape, yeah. Yeah, Ape Escape. So I third, yeah.
But by the way, when you said Claw, for some reason I thought of Dr. Claw.
Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
I did too. I did too. I'm like, wait, that was fucking Chris. What's
Matthew Broderick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how would y'all? This is me spitballing, but how would y'all feel about Dino Crisis?
I don't need a sequel because they already had sequels and they were really bad. But I would love a remake of the first.
They made sequels of that,
yeah. I would love a remake of the first.
Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, I looked
I'm
up a thing and they were like
gonna AFK for a little bit.
sequels, and one of them was Crash ID. I'm like, they made them. And they weren't good.
When I get back though, I want to have a quick discussion with Danny because we mentioned Too Human last week. So I want to see what you feel about that.
Yeah, we got time.
Anyways, talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
Yeah. What else? Oh, there was a game that was just as obscure that I was thinking about putting on there, aside from Brutal Legends, since we already talked about. But also, Danny, do you remember a game called Whiplash?
Sounds familiar. What was it?
It was a regular. It was a platformer / well, it was a platformer pretty much, where a weasel was chained to a rabbit, and they were they were like experiments, and they were trying to escape the lab. So like the weasel used a rabbit as like the melee weapon. He flung them around and stuff. Like that was a fun game that I thought about when I was looking through like old school games that I would like a sequel for. That was a lot of fun.
While he's gone, I have. Oh, I don't need him. I want to do the question of whatever you call it for next week.
Not this week. You don't want to do it for this week.
This week.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
This week. but we answer for it for next week. Right?
Yeah.
Very true.
Okay, gotcha. So I gotcha. Actually, yeah, just ask it now if you'd like, and then we can still continue talking.
Well, I kind of need Randy.
Oh,
hold
okay. Okay.
What?
Wow,
What?
he came back at the perfect moment.
Man said Randall? Fuck you talking about?
Randall?
He summoned it.
So my community question, right? I was thinking of, you know how they always do those, who would you like in your zombie apocalypse, right?
Mhm.
And I was thinking that'd be really fun to do, video games. But I'm like, that's been done a million times.
Mhm.
So my twist on it is, if you were in the Kingdom Heart world, who would be your Donald, Goofy, Sora, and Mickey? And you could pick
So who would be
any
your like trio?
character.
Well, I guess
Who
your
would
duo.
who would be
Who
your
would be your trio?
duo?
Because you would need, who would be your trio with your
No, because
master? you know?
technically, Mickey isn't too much involved. Like he shows up here and there. Like in one, he's absent. In two, he does save you
Yeah.
here and there. But who would be your Donald and Goofy? Because you obviously you're the
So-
first member. So who would be your other two?
Yeah, exactly. So who would be your, no, well, again, the Donald, the Mickey Mouse was still the, oh my God, he came and he saved us type of thing. He was still that in the first few anyway. You know.
So
I think that would be kind of interesting.
so is anyone limited to only Kingdom
No.
Hearts characters?
No, video game. Video game.
Any video
characters, any video game character.
Okay.
period. Has to be in a video game.
Okay. Okay. So if you were in Kingdom Hearts, who would be your Donald and Goofy? You can use any video game character to join your group. So it'd have to be 2 others or 3 others.
2 others.
Two others.
Whatever you want to do.
All right, cool.
Does
Yeah, I
it
like
have to Be
that.
solely in the Kingdom Hearts world.
No, he said no.
Yeah.
oh,
it's-
Oh,
no,
okay.
no, it-
I already-
So
I
who,
already-
who's your
you
who's your
wanna-
group?
Yeah.
Yeah, who would be your group? You want to be Tomb Raider and what's his name?
Okay,
Don't say it.
Nathan Drake.
Okay,
Don't.
the only thing I'm
That's your
gonna
boy.
no.
Don't.
The only thing I'm gonna say is that my team better be as good as better healers than Donald and Goofy.
I know,
I'm sorry.
right?
Fucking Kevin's gonna get Terry Bogard and Rock Howard. That's it.
No, you can't call my guess. You can't call my guess. Believe it or not, I'm not. My team is obscure as hell. Like it's obscure
Yeah.
as hell.
If you think it's obscure, make sure you give me some backstory because that might go over my head. Whatever your pick will be next week.
Oh, it's you definitely know definitely know them. But
Yeah.
I'll let you know that it's gonna be a very, very obscure ass team.
Okay, that's funny. All right, so there's that. So we got our community question. Let me save this. In the Kingdom Hearts, if you were in the Kingdom Hearts universe, who would be your Donald and Goofy? Those 2 characters could be anybody from any video game franchise. You could pick those 2 and to join you in
You know
battle.
what? To keep it, who would be your Donald, Goofy, and Sora?
And Sora, so the trio. So you're picking.
Yeah,
thought I was Sora.
Yeah, it would be true. No, because you're recasting it.
I wanna be
we're
Sora.
recasting it.
Oh, so then that's
Okay,
your choice.
so that's your first. So there you go. That's your first.
I'm my first.
Yeah.
I thought it would just be who's in your party, but okay.
Yeah, because I thought it was gonna be like I'm Sora, you're Sora, everyone's Sora,
That's
and
true.
they have
Okay,
like
we
their
can do that.
other two.
Everybody saw it. Yeah, you're right. Because that is the classic your zombie apocalypse type thing, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that's the twist on it.
That's
Okay.
a question.
So
I wanna
Danny's
catch it.
definitely getting Sephiroth.
He definitely.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. So
Who was Eddie in it? That's funny.
so we got the
Maybe
community
Cloud, definitely
question.
have Cloud.
We got he'd just be emo and sit in the corner somewhere and cry.
Where's Cloud? That's what he's gonna ask.
Just like Donald. So it's
Eris is dead. All right, so we're gonna move on now to guess the game. So we're gonna just play a game of guess the game.
Wait,
Yes.
Too Human though.
Oh, to human. Yes. Yes. So before
Also,
guess the game,
second thing for sequel, God Hand. Just quick one, just spitting out there.
I wasn't crazy about God Hand, but I could. Yeah, sure.
Well, I'm not crazy about you, so come on.
Okay,
That's all right.
I'll
I'm
be
okay
back.
with that.
I'll be back. Don't worry, I changed my picture, so I got the doggo. Everyone's fine.
Doggo.
Okay, you got it.
Okay. So, but what about to human though? Like, what is it like that you had in mind?
Well, Art, first off, how do you feel about it being discontinued? Because again, it was supposed to be a trilogy.
Yeah.
So would you like for them to actually like try to bring it back?
To be honest, it's been so
First off,
long.
is Silicon Knights even around still?
No, they're not.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they got dissolved quite a while ago. I don't know when, but yeah, they're not around anymore. And that's another problem
Yikes.
too, is that they'd have to find a way to get the rights to it in order to continue it. But I'm pretty sure, if anything, I think it was a Microsoft exclusive, wasn't it? So I would think
Yeah.
Microsoft will probably have more of an easier time trying to get the rights than anything else, because they're the ones that commissioned Silicon Knights to work on that game. I would assume, but we'll see. But the game itself, I liked it. The story was very good. The combat was, I guess, okay, except for the fact that it was very unique because you had to use the joysticks
Yeah.
for the combat and everything like that. But
Well,
it
for
was,
Melee at least. I mean, the
yes.
gunplay was pretty good.
Yes, yeah, yeah. So it was really cool. It was like it was, for those who don't know Too Human, like it was like a actually cyberpunkish or steampunkish version
Take on Norse
of
mythology.
Norse mythology. Yeah. So you played as Boulder. I don't know what the god of that was anymore, if you remember.
He's the god of the gate.
Okay, I don't know. Go
No.
Boulder's
You don't
Gate.
get Baldur's
I
Gate.
just
There we
got
go.
that.
Shit. I was like, come on. If anyone knows that, it should be you.
Yeah, so just whoosh. So yeah, he's a god of something, and he goes through like these trials and stuff like that, because he's what was it? He was what was the word? He was rebelling against the rest of the gods and his father and everything else. So it was supposed to be a trilogy, and I think they not only had trouble with the rights, but had trouble with like the gaming engine rights, and they got sued, and there was a bunch of legal shit that was wrong with Silicon Knights and that game specifically. That
Aside from it, didn't really sell that great either.
yeah, yeah. They didn't market it properly. Like obviously like hardcore gamers are gonna see into that stuff because they're reading things, they're watching videos and stuff. And this was like early on, like YouTube's like age. So like it's not like you saw like videos all the time for that stuff. Scarlet, what is this? Scarlet Pog, thank you for the follow.
Ooh.
So yeah, it didn't do so well for the marketing, which is why it didn't do so well for sales. But I like the game, and I guess I wouldn't mind a sequel. I'm not itching for a sequel, but if they did, it would be cool. What do you
I mean,
think?
honestly, I kind of want them to continue like the story. Like, clearly, they won't, but it would have been nice because as flawed as it was, that's kind of what made it really good too. Like the combat could have had a lot of work done, Melee in particular, but I don't know. Like the maps were cool, the enemies were really enjoyable.
Yeah.
Should they have used the right stick for Melee? Not at all. But
Yeah.
it was still really solid. What they could
Yeah.
what they definitely could have changed was the death animation.
I don't remember
Do you
what that
remember
was. No.
the Valkyrie coming down
Oh,
from
coming
Valhalla?
down and saving
Oh,
you.
yeah,
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 It
yeah.
took a solid minute because you would die. Balder would be a dramatic little baby. He'd fall on his back, and then the camera immediately went to the sky. The Valkyrie fell, and she floated with no sense of urgency to then pick you up and fly back up with that same lack of urgency.
Yeah. It's like Valkyrie from Overwatch.
The same floating, yeah, basically.
Yeah, yeah, pretty
I'll
much.
heal you eventually. I require
Eventually.
healing.
Yeah. Oh man.
But yeah, I mean, it definitely like they had announced it as a trilogy because even in the beginning, like on the back of the box, it said like, "Oh, the first in an epic trilogy on whatever the fuck," and you're like, "Yeah, this is cool," but not. I'm really sad that not everyone enjoyed it.
And
But also, it's very niche.
you notice after a game like that, or a couple of other games that followed, not a lot of games announce a trilogy anymore. Like not a lot of games are that optimistic to think, oh, this is gonna be a trilogy, this is gonna make it, and we're gonna make 3 games. Like you don't like games are so expensive now. You don't know if you're gonna make another game or not. Sometimes.
Yeah, and also like nobody likes taking chances anymore. Because Too Human, for what it was actually really fucking unique.
It was. It very was.
So with that, again, it was in the era of like people taking chances, people like wanting to just kind of throw something out there, seeing if it sticks, and if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But at least they tried.
Yeah.
It, I don't know anything about Two Human at all. Never played it. But a game that I would love. Side note: this is a curveball from left field. A game that I would really enjoy a sequel. Back to that conversation is Ninja Gaiden. Not 3, because 3 was dog shit.
The
But
3D
Ninja Gaiden.
games.
No, the 3D games. 3 was dog shit.
Why not the side scroller?
The side scroll is actually good. Get that
Hard
bitch,
as fuck.
Yeah.
slap a new code on it. Make that look a 2.5D. You got me already.
So okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I could care less, and I am completely clueless of the story in Ninja Gaiden. All I cared about was the gameplay and action. So is that
you and me
why
both.
is that why you want a sequel though, or you just want another game to play?
No, I love for me, I didn't understand the story of Ninja Gaiden, to be honest with you. It kind of flew over my head. Even now, I still don't understand it. It was more so the combat was so fast and fluid. Then that's what really made me fall in love with the game. The story to me, even when I like watch it now, it doesn't make sense. It's just he's part of a demon slaying ninja group, and he ends up working with the government. Then the government tries to turn on him, and later I was like, just tell me he kills people and that's it. Like he's just a ninja. He kills
Pretty
people.
much.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
Was it 2 that you go to the Statue of Liberty?
No, that's 1.
That's 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's all a blur to me.
And the 3D one.
Yes, the 3 door.
It's Ninja Gaiden 1. No, because I wasn't
I
the
believe
first
it-
in black.
No, black was Xbox. That was
Yeah,
Xbox.
but on the 360, that I think it was 2 that you go to the Statue of Liberty.
Let me see. Ninja Gaiden 2, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that you fight the Statue of Liberty, right?
Do you fight the
fought
statue?
the
I thought
Statue
you
of
like were on
Liberty?
it. I thought you just like were in it.
Is this Ghostbusters 2?
Dumbass.
No, you do fight the Statue of Liberty. That was Ninja
No, you
Gaiden.
play it, yeah.
Yeah, you definitely do fight it. It's a Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
It's saying 3, but I doubt it.
I
Oh,
don't
2.
remember this at all.
I thought
It
it was the
was-
first one.
No, it was in what the hell is this?
Ninja Gaiden 2, Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty.
Oh my god, you do. Holy shit.
That's why I vaguely remember it, and I hated that boss.
Ninja Gaiden Sigma
2.
2. Yeah.
So that
Yeah,
was
wow.
the PlayStation version, I believe, the PlayStation 3 version, because Black is Xbox and Sigma is PlayStation.
Isn't it
Sigma
also
2 is-
360?
Yeah, 360. No,
Yeah.
Black is exclusively only on 360. It is not on PlayStation at all. So Sigma was like the second part for PlayStation, but then that was also on Xbox 360 as well. But it's like the numbers, like the Sigma and the numbers really mess up the whole game.
What about Ninja Gaiden Ligma?
It doesn't exist, but thank you for trying.